Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of uranium, give you my financial opinion, and we'll dive right in. So here's uranium, the futures contracts. We are finding a little bit of buying pressure or support right where it's at. We've got the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust getting sold off a little bit today, along with just everything else getting sold off. We had higher 10-year yield, and that didn't help, I don't think, but we could be getting a little bit of a pause here, and then maybe we come back a little bit more. We'll find out what the overall markets do. Uranium getting a little bit, getting sold off. We got support underneath. We're getting to some pretty good buy points out there, so that's positive. CCJ also getting sold off. I do think we could pull back a little bit more, just looking at it and how much selling pressure we've got today. Bannerman had a wild ride today. I saw that thing up way up, and then it came back down, and it was all over the place. But still above the, it's above the pattern, still looking okay. Goviak still above its pattern, getting basically selling off with the rest of the markets. Global Atomic, these are all, they're all sold off, guys. They're all getting sold off. This is a pretty big sell-off here, so we could head lower here in the short term, guys. We very well could. So, that's a big selling reversal day today. Forces Metals getting a big selling reversal day today. We could be heading lower here. We could have a leg down. This could be, I know a lot of people think that, I still think we're earlier than what most people think. That's what I think. And I think a bear trap could set up. And we're going to probably go through it here. Pure Point Uranium, down day today, obviously. Still within the pattern. Deep Yellow getting a little bit larger sell-off. Bearish engulfing, could head lower back to this support area very easily. Paladin holding strong, moving sideways for the most part. Sky Harbor, sell-off today. Pretty large sell-off. Canalaska selling on back. We got support down below it. We've got Next Gen Energy selling off right at that support line, and we'll see if the support line holds, or we might have a little bit larger pullback on our hands. Base Load Energy, well, it's down 3.8, not bad compared to some of the other ones, but again, we'll see if this higher low holds. Fission 3.0 getting sold off. We've got Fission selling off, supports underneath it at some point. Kazatomprom holding sideways. Peninsula Energy selling off today. We could come back even further. Boss Energy selling off, moving sideways for the most part. Consolidated Uranium breaking out below its support. We'll see what happens here next. We may have a larger pullback on our hands, guys. Lotus Resources up day today, one of few. UROY getting a little bit of the wick at the bottom. We'll see if this holds. We'll see what happens next trading session. Encore getting sold off. This is a big, it gapped up and sold off all throughout the day. Crazy. Yeah, we'll see where this goes. We might pull back, guys. UU coming back. We got support underneath it. URG selling off. UEC selling off. And we may come back, guys. We may come back a little bit further to this vicinity. Nothing stopping us. The selling pressure today was quite large. I'd like to see this thing find some support right where it's at for Centrus Energy, LTBR. A little bit of a sell-off. ISO Energy getting a bigger sell-off today. This is a bearish engulfing. We'll see if this pulls back a little bit more. Appy Energy down at 40 cents. Selling off today. We'll see what happens. Got a little wick at the bottom. Still above the pattern. Denison Mines getting sold off. Now, this is setting up for a move lower, guys. It is setting up for a move lower today. It's a big sell-off day. Big reversal. Blue Sky Uranium selling off. Everything's sold off, guys. Selling off in Forum Energy Metals, almost at support. Anfield selling off. We've got Laramide selling off, breaking below its support line, but we also have a lot of support underneath it that we've traded at before. Western Uranium Vanadium right at support. We'll see if it holds. UEXCF right at support. We'll see if that holds. But some of these are breaking to the downside. Mega Uranium getting mega slammed, but we still have support underneath it. Standard Uranium selling off today. ALXEF selling off. Valor Metals selling off. coming back inside the pattern. We've got support underneath. And then this was from yesterday, a late, because those are Australian and 92E. But overall, guys, big selling pressure today. And the overall market sold off. We have increasing interest rates. I do think that this sector is still good. I do think it will go higher, but we might in the short term pull back more. The selling pressure today was quite strong. It put in a lot of bearish engulfings across the sector. We could be heading lower. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but it does not look strong to me. It looks pretty weak. And I'm not going to do anything. I'm riding through this. I told you guys before, I'm riding through all of this. I'm not trading in and out. I did that last time. Didn't work very well. Could this be the bear trap? And what is the bear trap? What do I mean by a bear trap? The bear trap, I don't know why they put ranch, but bear trap stocks. It's a pattern where it comes on down and it traps all the bears. So what I think is this guy here says the bear trap. Of course, you're staring at me, but this bear trap here is what I think might be happening. Is we kind of take off, we come in and we dip, we do a bear trap, and then we rock it. But right now, I think that bear trap's being created by people selling across the board. I mean, if you look across the board everywhere and look at the S&P 500, the gold and silver area, I mean, everything sold off today. So we're just selling off with everything else, and eventually we might create this bear trap where it comes all the way back down. People lose their we'll say they lose their interest in the sector, or they lose their confidence in the sector. They sell their shares, they exchange all their shares to professional investors or hedge funds or banks, and then they push it higher after that. So this to me looks like 2001, where the overall market sell off because of increasing interest rate environment. We get a dip in bonds, we get a dip in stocks. It pulls us down with it a little bit. And then it's a slingshot cheetah pattern where it pulls us all the way back down. It's like pulling a rubber band or something, and then you let it go and it goes gone when all the money comes rushing in, because it's got to go somewhere. I think it's going to the dollar right now. We've had stronger dollar. So overall, again, we'll see if we have a little bit larger pullback in this. Let's monitor the next few days, and we'll go from there. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the website, Platinum membership. You know what to do. And we'll see you next time. This is Finding Value.